It is time for the latest episode of this developing drama. Gary McAllister and Derek Gray will guide you through this part of the story.
Thank you very much, Darryl. Good afternoon, everyone. Not many cities do history quite like Edinburgh. And the twists and turns of Hibernian and heart of Midlothian have given this majestic capital city a rich football narrative since the first skirmish on the Meadows back on Christmas Day 1875. This is another milestone. Never before have Hibs and Hearts met at Easter Road in the second tier of Scottish football. It's one change per side. For Hibs, Liam Fontaine has recovered from a thigh injury and starts in central defence to the exclusion of Callum Booth, who drops to the bench. Otherwise, it's the same team that put Livingston to the sword last weekend. Hearts have Danny Wilson fit again following a recent hamstring strain. He comes in to play alongside Alim Öztürk. Out from the side that thrashed Dumbarton goes Jordan McGee. Osman Sow is the club's top scorer with 8 goals.
Yeah, the shapes, Hibs will go 4-4-2. The make-up in the middle of the park will slightly different. They'll form a diamond. Robertson will be at the base, Handley at the tip, and Allen and McGee on the sides. Hearts are slightly different, 4-4-2 in their make-up, but they'll play with 2 traditional wingers in Nicholson and King.
The referee is Bobby Madden, who turned 36 yesterday. It's his 3rd Edinburgh derby, following on from the 2 Easter Road meetings last season. Overcast day here in Edinburgh. It's blustery as well. Fierce southwesterly. 3.7 miles apart, yet 14 points apart in the table. Hibs this Sunday lunchtime know they need to start gnawing away at Hearts' considerable advantage. The Jambos have prevailed in the club's last 3 meetings and in 5 of the past 6. Here's Stevenson in position for Hibernian. Well, Gary, for you, what will be the important tactical battles early on?
Well, first and foremost, I think the players who adapt better to the conditions. I think the wind's going to play a part, but it's just about keeping calm. You know, it's a derby. You know, emotions are high. It's the players and the team who can get the ball on the deck and just play with a certain amount of calmness.
It's controlled by Soufiane El Hasnaoui. For Hearts, up for grabs here. Malonga. Dominic Malonga wearing the number 24 shirt for Hibernian. He scored 4 goals in 7 matches already this term. Debris having to be removed. Lively atmosphere. Hibs fans bouncing up and down in the east stand. Malonga. We've got Öztürk and Wilson side by side in central defence. Hibs attempt to build. David Gray steering it back. Dylan McGee on loan from Celtic. Touch was by Sam Nicholson, the exciting youngster who scored that wonderful goal when last the sides locked horns at Tynecastle. They're up for it today, the Hibs fans.
No, it's lively today. Due to the fact that there's a great Hearts crowd inside the stadium as well. They've packed their end.
Morgado Gomes. It's almost a dicey moment. Callum Patterson had to intervene. A spin and the turn by Billy King. Patterson to no one in particular. Callum Patterson, who of course was the Hearts hero at this venue back in April. Look at the different sort of strips. The feeling was that the maroon would clash with the darker bottle green of Hibernian, so that's where we are.
Yeah, you can see that, I suppose.
Bobby Nielsen, the head coach, to give him his official title of Heart of Midlothian. And what a successful start. Saw the result go his way in August. It's a new structure for Hearts this season. Craig Levine, the director of football. Really, it's been something of a shining new dawn with Anne Budge, the new owner. The idea is that in time, ownership will be turned over to the Foundation of Hearts. Oh, there's a slip there by Paul Hanlon. Whistle's gone there.
Osman So just catches Hanlon, he just clips his heel there and goes to ground.
Alan Stubbs suffered just 2 defeats in 15 games against Hearts as a Celtic player. This is 14th match in charge of Hibs.
Well, I think he'll be hoping for a similar record in this Edinburgh derby. It's been a pretty messy start. You know, you can see the balloons whipping around the surface, a little bit off-putting.
Osman So went up for it to begin with. The wind is not going to die down if we believe the weather forecasters.
I don't think it's going in the one direction. That's the problem. It's really swirling around.
It's coming from the southwest, but once it actually hits the stadium and hits the various stands, you never know. Öztürk, born in the Netherlands, in Alkmaar, of Turkish parentage. Stephen Eckersley, who ventured forward from left back. Scott Allen, he has caught the eye in recent games. The ever-reliable Lewis Stevenson now. Allen. Jason Cummings, to steal a march on Öztürk. With Neil Alexander. His first Edinburgh derby, of course born here in the capital and grew up supporting the Jambos. No Liam Craig in the Hibs starting 11 again. To say it worked very well for Hibs last week. The system put together by Alan Stubbs. Just the one personnel change with fit again Liam Fontaine in the side. Gray does like to burst forward on the right. Stevenson, and no chances taken by Adam Eckersley. The concession of a corner.
Looked like a harmless ball up to the back post. As you can imagine, Eckersley taking no chances there, just unaware what was behind him.
Scott Allen has come over to take it. Everyone being buffeted by the wind. Allen to pick out a teammate. Anderson, of course, so useful in the air, defensively and in an attacking sense at set pieces. Was Morgado Gomes in pursuit of it. Right in front of 2 benches, actually. And Eckersley started his career with Manchester United. Only made 1 official appearance for the club, and that was 9 years ago today against Barnet in the League Cup. Well, Hasnaoui a bit disappointed with that decision.
So Louis just trying to protect the ball, just backing in too much.
Nearly 7 minutes gone at Easter Road. Great to have the pleasure of your company on this Sunday for the 2nd Edinburgh derby of the championship season. Hibs looking up at Hearts. Scott Robertson. Straight into the path of Morgado Gomes. Of course, Robertson and Gomes, former teammates at Dundee United.
I just think that's a little perfect example of what Gomes brings to Hearts. Just stepping across and intercepting any little balls that are trying to go into the Hibs front two.
Danny Wilson going from back to front up towards Osman So. Here is Eckersley. Joined Hearts in August. Nicholson wasn't going to get there. David Gray, we mentioned the Manchester United connection as regards Eckersley. And of course joined the United Academy at the age of 16. He had been at the Hearts youth school prior to that. Danny Wilson. David Gray put to work. It's Prince Bouabin who went up for the header. Asnawi is chasing after it, trying to chisel his way through.
Yeah, his persistence nearly paid off there.
It's been a pretty compact look about Hearts this season. Well balanced side, Gary.
Yeah, and I think that balance and the steadiness comes from the fact that they've got two very experienced players just sitting in front of the back four. Bouabin and Gomes, loads of experience of playing beside each other.
Scott Allen going to ground. Gomes and Bouabin, of course, were teammates at Dundee United under Craig Levein initially. Fontaine has joined the throng. Allen with it, took off in the wind. Sick pair of hands. Neil Alexander for Hearts.
Confidently taken by Alexander. Good ball whipped in by Scott Allen.
Scott Robertson back there defending for Hibernian. He's, by the way, unbeaten in 5 matches in all competitions. Is it a way through here for Hearts? It was Bouabin who gave it a lash.
That's a fantastic stop by Lewis Stevenson. I think it was in getting the block.
Danny Wilson, he gives it to Neil Alexander. It's getting themselves high up the pitch. Hanlon had to keep a weather eye on Bouabin earlier. I'm sure that there was nothing to fire at.
It's the first little burst into the final third. It's a good block in the end.
Here's Stevenson. Showing for it, Malonga. Very much a technician, Dominique Malonga. Parisian of Congolese parentage.
They want the ball, just dinks it forward here to Bouabin. Nice little cut back. Falls to Bouabin, and there's the block. Super block by Hanlon.
Well, a misstep just prior to that, but well, he did the job when it was required. Paul Hanlon, and 0-0 it remains in the Edinburgh derby. Nicholson. Patterson. Allen was right onto him. Now Cummings trying to make progress with the ball at his feet. Something of the maverick about Jason Cummings, and I mean that in a positive way. Danny Wilson, angled ball from the back, and there's Mark Oxley to grab it. Oxley, who of course was linked with a possible return to Hull City on loan. Only problem is the rules don't allow for that. But Steve Bruce was of a mind to have him back competing for a place against Liverpool yesterday. Alexander joined Heart of Midlothian in June after his Crystal Palace release. 4 clean sheets in 9 games so far this term. Suffered a fractured cheekbone in August after a collision with Halim Öztürk, his teammate. David Gray to take this for Hibernian. Went Eckersley. Morgado Gomes, safety first. I've seen 1 or 2 balloons out there burst, and the official match ball was also suffering the same fate. Replacement's been found. McGee wanted to feed it to David Gray. Danny Handling was trying to get there before Adam Eckersley. Paul Hanlon. Turned out a play by Eckersley.
Yeah, Eckersley did well there. Just reacting to the ball played in behind it, just held up in the wind.
Hearts the only unbeaten side in Scottish League football. Robertson. Very much a grafter. Gomes and Eckersley. Managed to get the better of him. Nicholson. Always has to be watched closely, Sam Nicholson. A young player with a flair for the dramatic.
Yeah, the Hearts will just be hoping to get him in possession further up the pitch. In this 14-15 minutes, he's got to do his defensive duties, back in his shape, but they want him higher up that pitch.
Here's Patterson. Billy King. Supporters won't forget that moment against Hibs. Awarded by King in March, the second goal to put the seal on victory. But Hearts wouldn't be relegated on that particular day. Almost a quarter of an hour gone, Gary. What have you made of it so far?
It's fairly even, Stevens. Had that super block by Hanlon. Been the only chance. Both teams just sort of finding each other out. A little bit of sparring.
Cleverly done. It's no longer to Gray. McGee. Certainly impressed the Hibs supporters. Known from Celtic as he is, Dylan McGee. Let's try to construct. Eckersley receiving it from El Hasnaoui. Gomes was released by Dundee United after his second spell at Tannadice.
Clever play by Gomes, just protecting the ball, using his body well.
There's Turk. No chance for Patterson to get there. Stevenson making sure of that. Oxley made 43 appearances on loan at Oldham from Hull City last season. So he found the back of the net as a Hibs player against Livingston in early August with a long clearance that came off. McGee. Paul Hanlon. Liam Fontaine. Callum Booth was playing in central defence last week. He's not really a natural centre-back. It's the largest to have Fontaine available once again, but well, it was rugged. Bobby Madden might want a word with Liam Fontaine.
Well, I think that's what Fontaine brings to Hibernian. He's certainly a more physical presence. Certainly for set pieces, get more height. It's a poor tackle.
Well, he gets away with a verbal rebuke. Could easily have been a yellow card. Look who's here today. Jackie McNamara, the manager of Dundee United, along with Darren Jackson. As of course they get ready to face Hibs in the League Cup. And Ali McCoist, the Rangers manager. Rangers continue their pursuit of Hearts. Eckersley wouldn't stay in play for Soufiane El Hasnaoui.
They just try to whip it into that back post area.
Discussion on the bench. Robbie Nielsen, Stevie Crawford, his right-hand man. The adrenaline pumping here at Easter Road. I might be biased and some will disagree, but Coronation Street can't light a candle to Hibs against Hearts.
It was a little bit tongue-in-cheek from Fraser Aird. Banter, is that what we call it these days?
I think so. Fraser Aird of Rangers made his feelings known earlier about this fixture as to whether he was interested in watching it. 50-50, even Steven possession-wise, no scoring.
Yeah, no surprises there, Derek. It has been very much the case. The team's been pretty safe.
Danny Wilson. Danny Wilson, by the way, beaten in his 6 derbies. The trend has been Hearts' friend for a long time now.
He's a quality player, Danny Wilson. That little triangle we've just seen, they're exchanging passes of Gomes, Boabin and him, all very comfortable in possession.
Gomes at times resembles something of a front sweeper.
Absolutely, in that Makelele position.
Handling, change of direction. Robertson. We heard the footsteps of Nicholson. Deftly done by Cummings. Here's Danny handling, and it's opening up. Scott Allen. Malonga. Hibs couldn't finish off the move. Now Scott Robertson driving Hibernian forward. David Gray. Malonga. It's Allen. And it's handling. And Cummings trying to react after Alexander got a piece of it. And Hearts can breathe again.
Oh, great pressure by Hibernian. Super play. It's a good stop by Alexander from handling.
Danny handling. Hibs showing plenty of belief here.
Just a little bit surprised. Scott Allen just refused that shot in the first attack.
David Gray whips it right across the face of goal. Neil Alexander telling everyone to calm down.
Yeah, this is the second attack. He duffs that hit and it falls beautifully for handling. Side foot. It's down the line of the keeper. It's a good stop by Alexander.
It's an instinctive piece of goalkeeping. The 36-year-old. Dylan McGeer. He's no doubt buoyed by the last couple of minutes. Cummings, positive play. Malonga. To take it on by himself. Scott Allen. David Gray free on the right. Pushed off. This one so. There's McGeer. Takes a swing at the ball. It's going to be a goal kick after that. McGeer didn't quite see it that way.
This was Scott Allen. There's a good little bit of play here. They work the spare man really well. He chops back inside Patterson. Oh, I thought he could have shot there. He goes for a square ball to try and find Malonga.
Alexander up towards Osman So. Paul Hanlon, 204th appearance for Hibernian. His 18th Edinburgh derby. Gray, back to Oxley.
That little bit of phase of play from Hibernian due to the fact he gets some really good service into handling and into the feet of Cummings.
Scott Allen trying to find his way these last couple of years through the ranks at Dundee United. Lewis Stevenson. Reflection there. It's quite right for Malonga. Similar story for Robertson. Eckersley now for the Jambos. Excellent pass. So back with Eckersley. Prince Boabin. Now look at the freedom afforded Callum Patterson. I don't think he could quite believe that. It's a tame ball. Capable of much better. Patterson. Boabin. To boss things at midfield. So often on these big derby occasions it comes down to mental fortitude. Danny Wilson, oh, he has to be careful. Cummings was putting him off. Malonga was there too. It's been squandered. Well, Wilson, no two ways about it, has got away with one.
Oh, 100%. He gets out of jail. It's just a simple ball over the top. It looks as if he's got full control of the situation. It holds up in the wind. And he just delays. Oh, and he gets ever so lucky. Too hesitant. Malonga was in. He just overhits it. Cummings can't get to it. Oh, he knows he made a big one there.
It's the Dumbarton match because of a hamstring strain. Danny Wilson. Hibs been in the ascendant for the last few minutes. By Osmond So. There's Mark Oxley. 0-0 it remains here at Easter Road.
I don't know if it was a little bit of a misunderstanding with the keeper, or was it the fact that the wind just held it up.
Cummings. He's working as a gardener just over a year ago. As though his career had been wrecked by a very bad injury. Of course, Hibs plucked him from Hutchison Vale. So many great Edinburgh footballers have come through Hutchie Vale. Nicholson. Like he might be away like a hare on the meadows. And eventually, this
That's a good recovery by Gray here. Lovely little first touch by Nicholson round the corner to himself. The Hibs captain does well to recover.
Malonga now. Allen. Malonga crying out for it to be played back to him. Inventive player, Scott Allen. Here's the always eager McGeoch. Handling. Decided to play it back to Allen. So got that defensive block in place. And it's now defending from the front, and it's Bwabin who nicks it back to Alexander.
Yeah, that's the area that Hibs are trying to get in. And they have done successfully in the last 5-10 minutes. Handling has got himself free from Gomes and Bwabin.
Fontaine's header. Cummings, ball bounced off him. So we look at the action areas.
Starting to take control of the game, Hibernian, through the passing of McGeoch and Scott Allen. Getting loads of touches across the middle third.
McGeoch. Here's Handling. Scurried by Stevenson. Scott Allen. It's away by Alim Öztürk. Osmond So. Hanlon was on the ground. He's trying to chase down Nicholson. Came off Paul Hanlon. He was committed.
Hanlon losing his footing there, sliding across.
There's Danny Wilson. Just got to try to forget all about that little slip of a few minutes ago. It's gone now. Billy King in a threatening position for Hearts. Fontaine with a header away. There's Allen. Gray. McGeoch. Changed direction beautifully. Longer for Cummings. Again with Dylan McGeoch. Now David Gray.
Hibs confidently stroking it around. Midfield four and the two centre backs enjoying loads of good possession. Hearts seem pretty content to allow Hibernian in the middle third.
Robertson did well to feed Gray. The Here's Wilson. Got boot on ball. And that's now Nicholson. Pressure was being applied by Scott Robertson. Hearts throw that time.
Hibs bench not happy again.
Sam Nicholson, another from the Jambos team who grew up supporting the club. And Stubbs just having something to say to Crawford Allen, the fourth official there.
And Nicholson going on the outside. That's second leg that wraps round is the problem. It's a poor challenge.
David Gray didn't really middle it. And just 2 wins in the last 19 derbies for Hibernian. As Alan Stubbs was pointing out before a ball was kicked. Nothing to do with him, those previous matches, nothing to do with many who are wearing the Hibernian colours today either.
Yeah, it's almost an upwards look forward.
Patterson cutting in this time. Billy King had moved into the centre as well. There's Gomes. Robertson had the beating of him. Dominic Malonga. And continuing, as Turk had vacated his position. There's McGeoch. Scott Allen. Oh, bold effort from there. Had the confidence to take it on.
Well, there wasn't a great deal happening in front of Scott Allen. As you can see, he comes inside here. There's not a great deal of movement. And he thinks, I'll have a pop. Alexander worried a little bit. It's a decent strike.
Inside the final 15 minutes of the first half. Fast and feisty so far, just as we anticipated. I'll tell you that referee Bobby Madden just earlier made his way over to the Hibs bench. Told the ball to, as we say here in Scotland, keep the heat.
Yeah, I think Alan Stubbs is feeling is that there's 2 or 3 decisions have gone against him on that side.
Lewis Stevenson, longest serving player on the Hibernian staff. His first derby appearance was way back in April 2007. Fontaine from the back. St Johnstone against Motherwell in the Scottish Premiership is coming your way this Friday. That's on BT Sport 1. 7:30 our start time. We're also with you a week from tomorrow. We'll be in Dingwall for Ross County against Aberdeen, Monday the 3rd of November, 7:30. And tomorrow you can catch up with all the highlights and goals on the weekend. It's our SPFL Roundup programme. 5:30 the time you need to know about. El Hasnaoui. Gomes. Eckersley comes off Gray. McGeoch. Nicholson was trying to rob him of the ball. And Oxley, he skewed that one.
Yeah, just sat up on the keeper there just as it arrived at him.
El Hasnaoui. Neat play, now Eckersley. This one was the intended target. Corner here to Heart of Midlothian.
Yeah, Liam Fontaine with the clearing head up. So tried to just make a little run across the face of him.
Hearts first corner, second in total in this derby. Billy King will deliver. Danny Wilson has gone forward at the set piece. Fontaine watching Wilson. King. Always got to keep an eye out for Patterson as well. Handling. Fontaine. There's Turk. More difficult than it looked initially. Patterson. He's trying to use his physique to protect the ball. Öztürk. He's had a wonderful season so far, Ali Öztürk. Now Wilson. So let's look for a bit of forward momentum. Eckersley. So keep it on the ground. It's King. And away by Gray.
That's good defending by Hibernian. Snapping in at the tackles. His Hearts trying to just work a little way through this tight Hibernian defence.
Best start to any league season for Hearts since 1905-1906. In that campaign they also have a record of 9 wins and 1 draw after 10 games. What happened in the 11th match? Well, they drew that one 1-1 against Dundee. Allen. Gomes closing him down. He'll feel that he did his job. Nicholson likes to run at opponents. Flag is up here. Gomes kept going.
That's a good counter-attack here. Sam Nicholson's gone over to the right-hand side. So is off. He's obviously offside, but doesn't touch the ball. Gomes is just drifting off. Very little on it. Maybe the referee was flagging for Sol.
Douglas Ross, the assistant referee on the far side. The officials have got to make these decisions in a fraction of a second.
Always throws that grey area up. Sol was definitely offside. Was he interfering with play as he stepped over the ball?
Oh, here's a wonderful opportunity. El Hasnaoui, foiled by Oxley. And it was misjudged by Hanlon. It's all happened in a blink of an eye here at Easter Road.
It's just a little loss of concentration. Hasnaoui, he knows he should have scored. It's a long raking ball through the middle. Misses everybody, skips past Hanlon. He's in on the keeper. Keeper stands big. Oh, he should score, maybe go low up the keeper's right hand side. It's a nice comfortable height for Oxley.
Soufiane El Hasnaoui, who turns 25 on Tuesday. Robbie Nielsen just trying to provide his players with a bit of encouragement. And 1 or 2 defensive wobbles. The Hibs have threatened at times in this first half, but still it's 0-0 in the Edinburgh derby. Fontaine. Not going to have to bind together. Those defenders, it's David Gray and it's Mark Oxley.
Hearts are just starting to look dangerous on the counter-attack.
Öztürk saw that he was trying. The idea was to release Osman Sow. Malonga for Gray. Wilson. He's going to be called upon. They went in for it. He's been penalised. Graham Chambers, the assistant referee on the near side, helping out. Bobby Madden, the referee.
He's come as goes, maybe just a bit high with the challenge. Eckersley there. I see a great deal in it. It's a good opportunity for Scott Allen to whip a dangerous ball in.
Allen's delivery. Alexander. He was never in any doubt about whose ball that was going to be. Quickly bowling it out to Nicholson. King and Nicholson do like to switch flanks, keep the opposition on its toes.
Again looking to counter, but Robertson was equal to it.
It's confident play by Gomes, and away now goes Prince Wabin. Having to backtrack. Nicholson. Gomes for Eckersley. Wabin. Eckersley continuing his canter. Cummings right into the Hearts technical area. Mentioned Hibs' overall poor derby form. If you look at derbies here at Easter Road, just 2 wins in the last 14 league meetings on the Edinburgh pair. Stop the rot. And that's Nowie. So, tumble. Bobby King back to Osman So. King. That's the brother of Adam King, who went off to Swansea. Eckersley. Never very far from the surface in the capital derby. Comes off Scott Allen this time, and Hearts have succeeded in forcing another corner.
Yeah, Hearts patient in the build-up. I was back in plenty of numbers.
Patterson. There's Paul Hanlon for company. Danny Wilson not too far away either. It's a key confrontation, you just feel that one. Hanlon and Patterson. And that's going to be routine for Oxley. Quickly bowling it out. Cummings. Handling's away. Back to Cummings. It's gone begging.
Well, again, it's clever fielding back from Oxley, the keeper. They work it well. Handling and Cummings combining well. It's a nice little cut back. He took a touch. Tries to take it first time. Just opened his foot up a little bit too much. I think it was a chance to put his laces through it.
Not quite the zinger that time.
Wasn't the zinger. On his right side.
He is very capable, Jason Cummings. David Gray. That was quite the exchange between Gray and Billy King.
Well, these are little situations that defenders love. He's 80-20% in favourite to win this one. If I was advising young Billy King, I'd be telling him to get hurdled over that one.
By Robertson, Malonga, just crowded out by Gomes. Referee says free kick to Hibs.
I think Gomes felt he got a lot of the ball there.
Hibs knocking on the door again. I think back to the April derby meeting here at Easter Road. 13 players used by Hibs that day. 7 of the 13 have left the club. Cummings really fancies this. You never know what's coming next from Jason Cummings. Took a deflection, and Alexander has to watch it all the way. The outcome is a corner.
The confident Cummings is on it. Tries to hit a Ronaldo-esque type of strike.
Coming off Patterson. Scott Allen to take this for Hibernian in the last couple of minutes of the first half. Allen, a useful one, and it's Cummings, and is it going to be bundled over the line? Yes, by Malonga! Dominic Malonga wheels away! An explosion of green and white! Hibs in front in the derby.
Oh, the stadium erupts. It's a driven ball in by Scott Allen. It's messy, it's bagatelle, it's bouncing everywhere. Great clearance off the line. Falls to the left peg of Malonga, and it's dispatched highly up into the net. Oh, it's everywhere, and it crashes it high up into the net. What a wonderful time to score.
Alan Stubbs waited and watched, and then punched the air with delight. Hearts chasing this game, and we haven't said that too often in recent Edinburgh derbies.
What an eruption here at Easter Road. The place is jumping.
Faced too much adversity this season, Heart of Midlothian, but they know they're in a game here.
It's a good driven ball into the box. Hibs kept it alive, they kept it in the box. It was scrambling and rattling around there, and when it fell to the left peg of Malonga, crashed it high into the net.
Here's Gray, Malonga. Half-time whistle beckoning. Robertson. And there it is. The first half comes to an end. Hibernian tails are up. Dominic Malonga giving Hibs the lead. Finishing from close range after a bit of a scramble inside the penalty area. And Hearts have plenty of thinking to do.
I mean, we saw them coming out early and we thought that's quick, and that's obviously what is sending out the right message that they're up for the second half.
OK, thank you, gentlemen. Here come Hibs. So back over to Gary McAllister and Derek Ray.
Far too many tame Hibernian performances in recent derbies, but they are well up for this one and deservedly lead by a goal to nil. Dominic Malonga finishing from close range, sure-footed when he needed to be. Malonga's 5th goal as a Hibs player. And Hearts have a lot on their plate this Sunday lunchtime. You're wondering, by the way, the last time Hearts came back from a half-time deficit to win an Edinburgh derby. A while ago now, November 2002, it was here at Easter Road. They prevailed by 2-1 with Phil Stamp scoring near the end. He, of course, got himself sent off for the excessive nature of the celebration. Scott Allen on the front foot. Away by Prince Bwabin for Hearts. Here's David Gray. Malonga. Gray. Circulating the ball. McGeoch. He's trying to dig in. Hanlon turns it out. Gary, what are you looking for in the second half?
Well, I thought Hibs dominated the centre of the park. Gordon touched on it. I thought Hearts' two wide midfielders were a little bit too wide at times, allowing Hibs to have that numerical advantage with them playing a narrower 4. Maybe young Nicholson and King have just got to step in the park a little bit when they're not in possession. I think it's same again for Hibernian. They were excellent. McGeoch and Robertson, who took little spells at playing at the base of the diamond, I thought they were excellent. Handling was getting in good areas.
Adam Eckersley tasked with taking the throw for Hearts. Morgado Gomes. So, watching it all the way. This was Paul Hanlon. Play continues. Malonga. Here's McGeoch. And Gray. Measured ball, and Cummings is trying to reach it. Allen now for Hibs. Malonga with a glancing header.
A good phase of play by Hibernian, patient in their build-up. Works its way out to Scott Allen wide in the left here, whips it in. It's a clever little glancing header. Unfortunate there, Malonga.
Spent a lot of time in Italian football with Torino, Foggia, Cesena, Vicenza. Was playing in the Spanish second division last season for Real Murcia. Guabin. Getting it out of play in the end. Had to. Malonga. The sun just breaking through the clouds here in the Scottish capital. A tigerish play by Robertson. Scott Allen. Guabin trying to defend the ball for the challenge from Prince Guabin just outside the box. It will be a free kick and a yellow card for Guabin.
And Bobby Madden's in a fantastic position, right up with play. Allen driving into the box there, you can see clearly just a half a yard outside the area.
So it was perfect refereeing. Can Hibs make hay again? Scored just before half-time through Malonga. Tension building.
Malonga crashing the goal in with his left peg, going with his right.
Dominic Malonga against the wall. Here's Scott Allen. Oh, his radar more than a little wonky.
Fires into the wall, falls nicely for Scott Allen. Just slices it wide. A real positive run by Scott Allen to win the free kick.
10 goal attempts by Hibs as against 2 for the Jambos. 5 of the 10 for the Hibees on target. It's a well-merited lead. Here's Cummings. Bright and very breezy at Easter Road. Malonga trying to control the ball with his head. Alexander in his first Edinburgh derby, need to pick the ball out of his own net. Patterson. It's a bit clumsy, the two strikers going after it, El Hasnaoui and so for Hearts.
It's the two Hearts strikers who collide with each other. It's the Hibs defender Fontaine who gets the free kick. A bit windy there.
Oxley then for Hibernian towards David Gray.
Well, Hearts were out nice and early to start the second half, but it's Hibernian who've started the better.
This has been so. Unable to win it, however. Lewis Stevenson. Wasn't a bad idea. Wilson and Öztürk combining. Joining forces, the two centre-backs. Here's Robertson now, and Cummings. He had Malonga just to his right. Away goes Gomes. Looking to disguise the pass. It was intended for Osman Sow. He's had to be mindful of his position.
Yeah, he just halted his run, aware that he'd gone offside.
Gray up to Malonga. Eckersley and Wilson looking to keep Malonga in check. Magaro Gomes. French-born, but of course Senegalese parentage. It's getting harder and harder to tell a player's nationality nowadays. Born in one country, Father from a different country, mother from a third country.
Well, you can play with one country and switch to another as well.
Nicholson. Now Eckersley for Hearts. Goal kick. Well, Patterson was arriving on the scene.
Yeah, they want the ball from right to left. Eckersley in acres of space. It's a bit of a cross shot. Just goes beyond Patterson, who's coming in on the right side.
Robbie Nielsen was able to get his message across at half-time. It's really, we've seen so much go their way this season. New ownership, the new managerial model. Cummings trying to discomfit Wilson. He's giving it to McGeoch. Patterson with the short ball to Prince Blavin. It's very versatile, Patterson. Seen him play up front for Hearts. First to be at right back. Eckersley. King wanted it. Managed to control the ball, Billy King. Prince Blavin. And the block was by Paul Hanlon. Crucial one for Hibs. Patterson now. Team of players inside the penalty area. And they had Osman Sow and others. Billy King now. Well, it wouldn't quite happen.
Yeah, pressure starting to build from Hearts. This is a wicked cross in by Patterson. Whips it in there with loads of pace. Keeper does enough just to stop Sow. That's the sort of quality strikers thrive on.
And Jamie Walker getting his instructions from Robbie Nielsen. 21-year-old local boy. Mark Oxley in no particular rush, and he's hearing it from the Hearts supporters behind that goal in the Dunbar end, as certainly it used to be called, named after the old juice factory. Juice here in Edinburgh, of course, nothing to do with what you might have for breakfast in the morning. It's a reference to a soft drink. So, Jamie Walker. Can he change the course of events here? Scored a couple of goals in 10 appearances this season. And off is going El Hasnaoui.
Has now had a good chance, well, the great chance in the first half. But apart from that, it was very quiet. Can Walker just give them a little bit something different?
Sam Nicholson, natural runner at opponents. Here's Blavin. Fontaine had stepped forward. Gomes now. Almost immediate activity for Walker. It's a low ball, and oh, it was so near. Well, Patterson tried to bundle it over the line. Oxley really had to contemplate it.
Well, there's nothing better than getting involved early on. This is his first touch. He whips it to that near post. Oxley gets a bit of it. And it's cleared for the corner.
Billy King. And there is Oxley. And it was a weak corner in the end. Of course, the wind does make it very unpredictable for whoever is taking the free kicks and corners.
No, that was a poor delivery. Just floated into the arms of Oxley.
11 minutes into the second half. Malonga. Oh, Cummings was waiting on the doorstep. It's Allen. Blocked by Patterson. Stevenson. Allen. Just trying to judge the bounce of it. Scott Allen. Now David Gray. Offside flag is up.
Yeah, the offside flag went up, but there was a There's a good advantage there for Hearts.
There's going to be another substitution. Jordan McGee has been going through his paces. And Danny Wilson hands off the armband.
Yeah, just noticed in Danny Wilson's recovery run back there, he looked in a little bit of trouble. I hope it's not a reoccurrence of the problem he's had.
So Jordan McGee gets the nod. Danny Wilson did have his problems earlier. One ball that was fed through that he misjudged. So McGee, the 18-year-old, is on. Started the 3 matches prior to this one. Here's Blabin. Taking off, Prince Blabin! All his own work.
That's clever play by Blabin. Just driving into the Hibernian box, just tries to stand it up to the back post. Just nobody arriving. Could he have whipped it across the 6-yard box? Just tries to dink it up. Maybe the wrong decision.
It's Blabin, born in Ghana, moved to the Netherlands at the age of 9. Came through the Ajax school. Academy, what's known as, appropriately, the toekomst, the future. The present looks bright for Hibernian, but a long way to go in this derby. David Gray. It's getting tangled up, it's quite the scrap over there. Tempers getting frayed, Eckersley and Gray. Of course, they both have Manchester United in common, the two of them. And it was about to escalate, but they had the good sense to back off.
It ended amicably. Fighting for the ball, that's what you expect in a derby. There you go, bit of wrestling. A wee bit of a right hook, but then it's a love-in.
Danny Handley. Lewis Stevenson. Inching towards the hour mark. By Handling. Dylan McGee. Circling there against Gomes. He's just on a corner out of that, and it meets with the approval of Alan Stubbs.
McGee didn't have many options there. He was outnumbered, battled away, one in the corner.
News on Danny Wilson, by the way. It is indeed the hamstring.
It's a sad one.
Scott Allen's corner, it's Paul Hanlon's header. Not really close to the target in the end.
This time Allen tried to just drive into that near post area. Try to pick up the run of Hanlon. Just slightly behind him, just comes off his shoulder.
Patterson with the throw. There's Blabin. Walker. Johnny Walker.
Hanlon doing well in the defensive area this time. I think he's had 2 real important blocks, one in each half.
Full control by Osman Sow, Swedish born of Senegalese descent. One goal of record in this derby. Malonga providing it.
This is the finish, this is the goal. Cummings off the line, King off the line from a Cummings effort, falls to the left peg of Malonga. It's a good finish, high up into the net.
There's Scott Allen. Tripped by Nicholson. Allen's 8th start of the season. What a creativity in his makeup.
Yeah, when BT were at Ibrox, I thought he was really impressive against Rangers. And equally as impressive today, getting loads of touches.
And McGee coming more and more into this game. Allen now with Bwabin backing off. Prince Bwabin's challenge. That's to be a goal kick.
And Scott Allen going for the outside of Prince Bwabin.
And a win for Hibs in this derby would suit this man. Andy McCoist in attendance, watching from the main stand here at Easter Road today.
Just brings Hearts a little bit closer to his side.
Don't forget, Rangers come to Edinburgh to face Hearts in November. That's a game you'll see on BT Sport. And by McGee. There's McGee for Hearts. Eckersley, King. Fell nicely for Hanlon. Longa. Odds weren't really in his favour. There's Turk. He's got himself into a spot of bother. Scott Allen. Gomes, who has taken over the captaincy role from Danny Wilson. He's gone off. Stevenson. Too much on it for Malonga. Gray. His head's trying to hit from a different angle. Cummings. His own essentially. Allen. Stevenson. By Öztürk. Anderson succeeded in keeping the ball in play. And Stubbs looked on as Fontaine toppled over.
It looked like a free kick. Fontaine just tries to dink this up the line. So just pushes him over. Everybody missed it.
Again, it's gone all the way forward. This time Nicholson for Hearts. It happened in a flash.
It's a long, hopeful ball. Fontaine misjudging the flight. It's a decent effort.
And Stubbs, together with Bobby Madden, the referee. He's not mincing his words here, Bobby Madden. Both able to smile at the end of the conversation.
But just in this little patch in front of the dugouts, Alan Stubbs just isn't happy with. There must be 3, 4, 5 decisions now that have gone against his team. Well, the King just driving inside.
Hibs 1, Hearts 0. Dominic Malonga's goal, the difference. Malonga looking for a bit of sympathy and getting it, winning the free kick. Well, the High Bees got their bounce just before the interval. It's been a strange season for Hibs, a mixed bag of results. A few disappointing ones, but sensational ones, in particular the victory at Ibrox. Well merited one. Allen, and Malonga's in there again trying to cause havoc. Well, it's going to be a corner.
And again it's the delivery of Scott Allen. This thing just whipping into the penalty spot. Just comes off the defender in the end. Comes off McGee.
Jordan McGee got that touch on it. Malonga was competing for the ball. Scott Allen. That's a decisive punch by Neil Alexander. Sam Nicholson, who fired in that shot just a couple of minutes ago. Osman So. Progress being tracked by Scott Robertson. Very effective play by Robertson. handling now for Hibs. McGeoch. Optimistic shout for handball as it came off the midriff of Eckersley.
Again, we see the importance of Robertson and McGeoch. A lot of unselfish work by those two today.
1-0 here in the Scottish Championship. Dominic Malonga's goal. And it's Celtic 1, Kilmarnock 0 in the Premiership. John Guidetti's strike there. That kicked off at 1 o'clock, just 15 minutes after we did. Kilmarnock also down to 10 men there. Manu Pascali sent off. Patterson did well enough. Here's King, almost hitting the byline. Would have been spectacular from Patterson. It stays alive for Eckersley. Into the Hearts supporters behind the goal. The frustration continues for the Jambos.
Somewhat wasted there. It's clever play by Billy King. Just dinks it up. Patterson goes for the spectacular. So does Eckersley. It's high and wide.
Yellow card for Oxley. More time wasting. Not his first offence, Gary.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times.
Gray. McGee to react for Hearts. There's Bwabin. Gomes. Hearts yet to taste defeat in the Championship. Prince Bwabin. Can they get the shot in here where they tried to create through Patterson? Oh, it was missed completely by Billy King after good work from Jamie Walker. Eckersley. Oh, nobody wanted it.
Oh, complete miss kick there by King.
Down has gone Scott Allen. That was Morgano Gomes. And the yellow card is produced. Well, Gomes might have collapsed in a heap. He's going to be the player to see yellow.
And the captain gets the yellow. It's clumsy. It's a clumsy challenge. Walker does well. He's waiting for Patterson, waiting for the support. Just delays it nicely. Great cutback. It's complete. Just misses it completely.
Gomes in the book of Bobby Madden. Stevenson tried to give it to Malonga. A noisy Sunday here at Easter Road, and most of the noise being generated by the Hibs fans. They have been outshouted by the Hearts counterparts in many a recent derby.
No, it's the first time I've seen the Hibs crowd as supporters as they've been today.
3,800 Hearts fans in an official crowd of 14,562.
It's a great crowd for the Championship.
Hearts allocation, by the way, sold out in just a few days. Seat to be had there. Packed in like sardines. It's McGee and it's Alexander. It was neatly done.
Good skills by the keeper.
It's Bwabin's pass. Alim Öztürk. Callum Patterson. Useful looking ball.
This is one of many. Again, just gets it outside his right foot and whips it into a real dangerous area. It's good defending by Gray.
Bobby Nielsen had something to say to Callum Patterson. Words of advice.
We'll just keep doing it. I'd imagine that's what he's saying. The great balls in.
Hibs are about to make a double substitution. So Stanton has been getting ready. Alec Harris as well. Eckersley. Hanlon, he knew he had to get there. Boivin. Patterson, Hearts trying to get the ball to Callum Patterson when they can. He's really in a position to do damage with a cross that time. Scott Allen and Danny Handling will be the two players to depart. Alec Harris and Sam Stanton at the ready. And now it will be double substitution time. Crawford Allen there, the fourth official, just making sure that everything is displayed correctly. Well, Scott Allen really has caught the eye in this derby. Alec Harris, a true flyer, pace merchant, is on. The other change sees Danny Handling make way for Sam Stanton.
Yeah, both did a good shift. Scott Allen in particular, I thought he was excellent today. But two players, two offensive players coming on.
Two local boys to boot. Two Edinburgh lads. Fontaine, judge it. Hibs trying to see this out. Hearts have threatened.
Especially down this right-hand side, and they've got the ball out to Patterson. He's whipped in 2 or 3 wonderful balls.
Billy King is reaching for it. There's Lewis Stevenson. Malonga. And Stanton who tried to drag it forward. Malonga. It's going to be a free kick to Hibernian.
Just a little bit blatant there. Patterson with shove on Malonga.
Hibs, of course, have got an important League Cup quarter-final date with Dundee United coming up, but first things first. Will they prevail in the derby, the second capital derby of the season? Gomes. Eckersley. Stanton. Bounce off him. Walker. Wanted to get the return ball from Osman Sow. There's no foul play. Gomes, a misstep by Stanton. Boivin. What can Hearts throw at Hibs in the final 15 minutes of this game? Jordan McGee for the Jambos. He was only happy to release it. It's all about Nicholson's explosive potential. Longer. Slightly wind affected. Gomes sure enough on the ball in the end. Öztürk. There's Walker. Boivin. Jamie Walker. The thicket of Hibs players to play his way through. And now it's opening up for Cummings. And Alex Harris has plenty of pace. Harris for Hibernian. Malonga was waiting. And Patterson was able to get back.
Yeah, good defending, Patterson covering in. Good counter-attack. It's off the back of solid defending, back in numbers, matching the runs of the Hearts attackers.
Öztürk. Boivin. getting into the centre forward position that time. Here's McGeoch now. Came off the heel of Cummings. Soaking up the pressure, trying to hit on the break and finish this. And it's Hearts' turn now. Osman Sow. Sam Nicholson. And the concession of a throw-in by Lewis Stevenson. The instructions coming from Robbie Nielsen. Walker. Great nephew of the legendary Tommy Walker, former Hearts player and manager. Now, Bobby Madden's got a bit of sorting out to do here. Yellow card. Stevenson just kicked it away.
Not like Stevenson to react. Again, it's Jamie Walker who's certainly made an impact coming from the bench.
What can Hearts conjure? Adam Eckersley keeping Kevin McCarthy out of the inside. Nervous behind that goal as Eckersley takes it, and it's very ordinary. Insufficient guile from Eckersley, you've got to say. Now Walker, that's much better from the Hearts' point of view. But he's unable to pick out a teammate, and Patterson with a challenge from the back. He sees red. Callum Patterson is off. It was a risky challenge. Patterson knew it, and Bobby Madden did not hesitate.
And he gives the referee no choice here. It's off the bad free kick, you know, and it's a stud right down the calf. That's not acceptable. Frustration creeps in, and he just drags it down the calf of Malonga.
Callum Patterson, from hero when last Hearts were at Easter Road, to villain today in Leith.
Bobby Madden is a cracking game, but he had no option there. He was right on it again.
So a red card for the Maroons right back. Hibs with a numerical advantage. They've held the lead since just before half-time.
They've been excellent in possession. That's exactly what they've got to do now. Just keep that ball.
Cummings leading the line. Here's Robertson. Acres of space for Stevenson. Stevenson prodding it to Sam Stanton. And Cummings with a header.
Hasn't taken them long to use the extra man. They watch Stanton into this left side here. He dinks it up. Cummings just can't keep it down on target.
There's been so much talk about negativity from Hibs fans, not least from Leanne Dempster, the recently appointed chief executive. She got involved in a fans forum online, but I must say they've been very positive today. They've been encouraging, and it's McGeoch, and away goes Malonga. Offside though. Looked as though he had the freedom of Easter Road, Dominic Malonga. Just straying, Gary.
Yeah, Hearts is starting to take chances here. Squeezing right up to the halfway line. Malonga just went a little bit too early. It's inches.
Billy King. Nine minutes of normal time remaining. Hearts reduced to 10. Oh, they're still trying to get in behind the Hibs defence. And Billy King, he knows all about dramatic late goals in the derby.
The Hibs have defended the crosses well, and again it's Hanlon.
It's King's corner. Paul Hanlon once more. Harris. Eckersley. It's going to be Hanlon's ball. The idea was to get it to Cummings. Prince Wabin. Usually see him all the way back defending there. Morgano Gomes. It's a real test of Hearts' mettle. Matthew Kennedy is preparing to come on for Hibs. Wabin. Now Walker. Nicholsley gives it to Wabin. Nicholson seems to manoeuvre his way into a decent position. Wabin, and it's Osmondson wide of the mark.
A little phase of play where it looks as if Hearts had the spare man. It's rather wasted the effort by Sol.
Well, off is going Jason Cummings. It will be the Hibernian change. Jordan McGee, meanwhile, just receiving advice from Robbie Nielsen. But Cummings will be replaced by Matthew Kennedy, a 19-year-old. Joined in August on loan from Everton. Loan spell lasting until January. Stevenson. 11 against 10 if you just joined us. Alan Patterson ordered off for Hearts. Dominic Malonga's goal representing the difference. Stevenson, there's Malonga. He's trying to lose Wabin. It slithers out of play. The frustration of Jordan McGee. It's McGee at right back now. Wabin, as you can see, is next to Öztürk. Eckersley at left back where he started the game. McGee. Almost lost out to Stanton. Such a great Hibernian surname, that.
Classic. They just want to keep the ball in this corner as long as they can.
You'd had a dink at the table, as they say here in Edinburgh, before a ball was kicked. You noticed that Hibs were having 14 points behind Hearts. The priority was to close that gap. They've been participants today, these Hibs supporters.
Oh, they've been really impressive. There's been a call for the fans to get behind their team. They've shown it in abundance today. Plenty to shout about. Loads of positives.
Harris using McGee. To get that one to curl. Oh, and it wasn't all that far away. Fontaine attacking the ball. Corner.
McGee's ball up to the back post. Fontaine just gets the better of.
Wonderful vocal backing for Hibernian. A Derby victory in sight. Harris with it. Oh, it's required a little touch. Nobody able to apply that touch.
I don't know if this was intentional. Just tries a little glancing diving header, Hanlon.
Hearts' turn to go to the bench. Will be Robbie Buchanan to come on. It's all for Billy King. Buchanan, the 18-year-old. It's academy product. It's only his second appearance for the club.
Billy King had that miss hit. Fresh air shot. That wonderful chance.
Time running out for Hearts. Buchanan to force a mistake from Gray. Eckersley. Initially have anyone to throw the ball to. Jamie Walker. Margaro Gomes. Showing too much of it to Robertson. Buchanan's pass. And Eckersley. A deflection there. And a corner to the Jambos.
I think young Alec Harris just nearly gets caught on the blind side here, but cleverly stands up. If he's committed to the challenge, could have been a penalty.
The 10 men of Hearts. Wilson, they've been told by Graham Chambers to make sure the ball's inside the quadrant. It was high in the air. Relatively easy take for Oxley. St Johnstone against Motherwell is coming up. That's on Friday. The Scottish Premiership, BT Sport 1. A week tomorrow, more action from the Premiership. Will be in Dingwall for Ross County against Aberdeen. And you can see all the goals from this weekend's action around the SPFL. Our roundup show, 5:30 tomorrow. BT Sport 1. The Hearts have scored 7 league goals in the final 5 minutes of matches this season. They need another one here, but they're having to do it the hard way.
Yeah, with 10 men. It's a big ask. I'm sure they'll give it a final push going towards their own fans.
There's Turk. Right. And the gear. There's Turk once more. Scraped away by Fontaine. Comes off. Kennedy, who was fighting for it. Final minute of normal time. It'll be interesting to see how much time is added on to the 90. Walker. There's Turk. Nicholson wanted it played to him. There's Turk obliged, but Sam Nicholson penalised here. Trying to go around Scott Robertson. Guy?
Yeah, just as he plays it around one side, just pulls him back there. There's a little tug.
Indications are 4 added minutes. We'll find out officially any second now. Is it going to be 4? Is it going to be 5? But Allen will be the man to provide the answer. There it is, 4 minutes. Confirmed now, minimum of 4 added minutes. Nail-biting time. Well, they've thoroughly enjoyed themselves.
You can't believe it.
They had been enjoying themselves till they heard that it was 4 more minutes. Nearly there, lads. Robbie Nielsen and Hearts, they've been invigorating. They've played imaginative football so far this season, but coming up short today, so far at any rate.
Yeah, I just thought they're a little bit soft up front, lacked a little bit of punch in the final third.
Slipped forward by Fontaine, towards Malonga. I was hoping the spin of the ball might allow him to have a crack at goal. Still hope for Hearts. Dwabin. Kennedy doing the pursuing. There's Turk. Oh, it was ambitious from there, but what a sizzling goal! It's out of this world from Alim Öztürk. Expect the unexpected in an Edinburgh derby. We always say it. Öztürk, living proof of that fact.
Oh, that end of the ground just explodes. I was just saying to myself, what on earth are you thinking? Wow, wow, what a strike. Just one step out of his feet there, and what a strike. The depth, the pace, everything about this is just top draw. So it's got to be 40 yards. The depth. Oh, Oxley's got no chance. I'm just thinking, don't do it. Oh, go on then. What a strike. What a wonderful, wonderful goal.
In added time. They cannot believe it. Not a moment to take your breath away. Irrespective of who you support. Alim Öztürk from miles out. His first goal for Hearts. One he won't soon forget, Gary.
That's what makes these derbies so amazing. You just never know, you can never predict. But when he picked the ball up, Derek, there was no danger. He was 45 yards away from goal. He took it on 3 or 4, and it's moving all over the place. Depth, pace, you can see what it means.
16th different player to find the net for Hearts this season. So, maroon scene away to our right.
Remember, there are only 10 men as well. It's the centre half striding forward.
Well, they've done it again in the last 5 minutes of matches. 8 goals this season now for the jaunty Jambos. But Alan Stubbs is going to have to pick up his team after this, because victory was in sight. Then there was Alim Öztürk.
Will we see a better goal in any league in this country? I don't know. That is just an amazing strike, especially under the circumstances. Down to 10 men.
Well, it looked as though Hibernian were going to be the first team to truly hold Hearts' feet to the fire in the Championship. Last few seconds now.
I'm still a bit stunned up here. What a great strike.
Montaigne, offside flag had gone up. And it might be Hibs' last statement.
Just looking down at the pitch to see where the grain of the grass, what part of the pitch he took the shot from. It was over 40 yards.
Alim Öztürk with a wonder goal for Robbie Nielsen's Hearts in added time at the end of the derby. Dominic Malonga thought he had done enough with his goal on the stroke of half-time. It's a draw, but it might just feel a bit like a victory if you're a Hearts fan watching this. Mark Oxley trying to come to terms with it. And so, honours even, a point apiece here at Easter Road, the second derby of the season. It is finished. Hibernian 1, Heart of Midlothian 1.
Derek, Gary, many thanks indeed. We said brace yourself for some drama. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. An unbelievable end to the match. What a finish for Robbie Nielsen. They are still undefeated in the league, and they really couldn't have done it in any more dramatic fashion. Let me tell you what we've got coming next. BT Sport in Scotland from the Premiership this coming Friday night. St Johnstone against Motherwell. Well, really need a victory in that. That's 7:30 PM BT Sport 1. This then is the Scottish Championship table. Hearts extended their lead at the top then with that late leveller. 7 points clear of Rangers now. Hibs are up a position as well into the playoffs. 4th there, 15 points. Late drama. Hibs thought they'd won it when Malonga scored, but then big Alim Öztürk, a centre-half, decided to take aim from very, very far out. What a finish. Our review is next.